River. Here comes like a belt at end, excellent. But Makoni Diva clear with 100 metres to go. Excellent runs to second. Olajoon runs on, but a champion becomes a legend. Makoni Diva has won it from either Olajoon.
Welcome back to 100k and Jaws Bet. Jawsy, we are back. Tomorrow is your favourite day of the year, Cox Plate Day. How are you, mate? Are you excited?
Oh, I've been excited all week, Jebby. Like you said, my favourite day of the year. Cannot beat Cox Plate Day, in my opinion, and the Cox Plate itself. The best 2 minutes in sport.
So you're like a little kid on Christmas, are you? That excited about the Cox Plate?
Yeah, mate, it's been all I've been thinking about all week, and I cannot wait until they open the gates tomorrow.
And what do we have in Sydney tomorrow? What race day is it in Sydney?
Spring Champion Stakes Day. So it's a Group 1 over 2,000 metres for the 3-year-olds in Sydney, which is it'll be a good race.
Oh, perfect, mate, perfect. So how did we go last week? I'm having a look here how we went last week. So we had Brave Mead, which won. Arkansas Kid at 9-1, 220 place. That's a good one. Buffalo River with the Quinella to win. Fuck, you had some good winners. Stroke of Luck at 850 to win. You had some good winners.
Yeah, we had a few good winners. I think Arkansas Kid was one of our best ones of the day for our members who get the assessed prices. Because I had Arkansas Kid at $4, and it obviously paid nines. And so I guess when the subscribers see the fact that I've marked it $4 and it's $9 in the market, it means that I'm quite keen on its chances. And luckily enough, it got home for it.
Oh, perfect, mate, perfect. And then you're still alive in the road to 20k. I actually can't believe it because we went those races 1, 2, and 3 at Caulfield. They were all bloody under $2 favourites, and they all came second or third, except for Brave Mead one. It was hard to watch. It was fun to watch.
Oh, it was hard to watch. It was brutal, but also in the back of my mind, I was thinking this road to 20k bet's still alive here.
No, you're still alive. We'll make a post about that soon that you're still alive because it's exciting. So we'll get into that later and things. So Moonee Valley tomorrow, Cox Plate Day. Give us your best at Moonee Valley.
Best at Moonee Valley, I've gone with Whistle Lass in race 3. I think this horse is set up quite well here. It's going to need a little bit of luck from gate 1, but I think it's got the right jockey on in Damien Lane to be produced in the finish, and I think the price you're getting at the moment is quite nice as well. It contested a harder race, in my opinion, last start and won, so it's technically gone down a grade in terms of its opposition, and you're getting a better price this week. So I think anything sort of north of $2.50 for this horse is a good bet.
So $2.60 I'm looking at now, and you think it's just a good thing. So it's racing worse horses, and you're getting as good a price.
Yeah, basically, I think the only horse that can knock it off is Thalassophile, which is an easy saver bet if you like to play that way. I think it's around $6.50. So in terms of your staking, I'm quite keen on Whistle Lass's chances, and to a saver bet just to get your stake back on Thalassophile is probably the way to play the race.
Yeah, it's coming with Friday 5 o'clock. You can get that Thalassophile thing for $2 to place as well. So you'd be saying that would be running a place. It's the only thing that can beat Whistle Lass, you reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, very good. Good start. Here we go. All right, so we're going to Randwick. What is your best at Randwick?
Yeah, I'm probably a little keener on this one than I was on Whistle Lass. I'm really keen on the chances of Sequestered in race 4 at Randwick. Last time I checked, it was about $2.70, $2.80. I think that's a really nice price. I think this horse should be about $2. I think it's a genuine 50-50 chance of winning or losing the race, which would tell me that it's about a $2 chance. So I think this horse is set up perfectly to go to the mile here, and I think it should be winning race 4, Sequestered.
Sequestered, $2.60 right now, $1.40 to place. I don't know what your road to 20k is, but I can see from a mile away you will have Sequestered to place in there. $1.40 seems golden. Like in the 100k, to win 100k, we stacked $1.40 legs, and if you think this is winning, each way, good bet. Sequestered, number 8, race 4 at Randwick. All right, so each way, your best each way of the day. I see you've got a couple here. What are we looking at?
Yeah, we got one at Moonee Valley and one at Randwick. I like Solitaire in race 4 at Moonee Valley. It's had a bit of a freshen up. Its trial between runs was really nice back up in Sydney. Blake Shin, who is the jockey on this horse, was booked really early for this ride, and he's one of Melbourne's better jockeys for those that don't know. And I think this horse is set up quite well from gate 11. It's going to sit back and come with one run. I think it's got a little bit of talent, and I'm happy to take it on an each-way basis at around that $8.50, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's 9-1 to win, $2.80 to place. Sportsbet is super keen on it as well. They've got ready to fire, and they said like past success, second run up, second up, one win, one run, one win. So they're super keen on it as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to look at that first up run and think that it was quite poor, but it was in the wrong part of the track. It was in the inferior ground. It was a better run than it looks on paper. And like I said, the trial between runs was really nice. So yeah, I like its chances each way.
Beautiful. So what is it? Race 4, number 1, Saltaire. And then you've got one in Sydney. I mean, each way one in Sydney. What do we got?
Yeah. This is another horse that was sort of against the track pattern on the day. First up in Capo Strata in race 2 at Randwick. This horse raced in a day that it was what we like to call a fence on fire day, where you need to be on the rails to be running well. Because if you're not on the rails in the run, you basically got no chance during the quicksand. So this horse was well off the rails, was sat wide, had no chance. It had a short SP that day, starting price, which tells me that the horse should have been running well. And the reason that it didn't was those other factors that I just mentioned. You're getting a really good price tomorrow about a horse that I think is one of the better horses in the race. It gets a lovely run from the gate, and if you can run on at Randwick like you usually can, I think this horse was a great each way bet at the sort of $12-13 price.
You just said some stuff in horse racing terms that you could confuse the fuck out of me, but I get you. If you weren't on the rail, you weren't winning. If you were too wide, you were bloody in mud. So race 2, number 2, Capo Strata, 11 to win, 3 to place, one of your best each ways. I will definitely be keeping an eye on that, Jules. That seems like a good one, and you've sold me on that one, definitely. So we've got Roughie of the Day. I love your Roughie of the Day. What do we got?
Yeah, we got Cap Ferrat, which is in the feature at Randwick in the Spring Champion Stakes. It's one of the only horses in the race that hasn't actually won a race yet in its career, but I think tomorrow could be the day. The prices were high teens the last time I looked. I think that's well over the odds. It's been set up for this race for a long time. It's going to really appreciate getting out to 2,000 metres as well. And I have no queries with Kieran McAvoy aboard over a staying trip. So I really like its chances tomorrow, and I think anywhere sort of north of $10 is a good bet, let alone high teens.
This is what we're here for. So race 7, the Spring Champion Stakes, the feature race, Randwick, number 8, Cap Ferrat, 15 to win, 350 to place. Kieran McAvoy, the jockey, CJ Waller, the trainer. He's never won a race, and tomorrow's that changes, you reckon?
I reckon tomorrow's the day for it. I think it breaks the maiden, and I think it wins.
So is that so I'm looking here. So Tom Kitten, $2.35. Do you think Tom Kitten is probably going to win the race, or are you so confident on Cap Ferrat, the 8?
No, so the way that I send my tips is based off my own pricing. So I price each race, as we've talked about before. And Tom Kitten, I naturally have to have its favourite, just because of its profile, starting price profile, and its runs to date. But I can't get it anywhere near the sort of $2.30 that it's at.
Yeah.
I've got it sort of around that $4 mark, which means that it's not a bet for me. Cap Ferrat I have significantly shorter than what it is in the current market, so naturally that's a bet. But yeah, I'm not anyone that wants to back Tom Kitten. I couldn't really talk you out of it. It's just a price sort of thing.
Yeah, nice. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that because I had no idea. All right, Cox Plate, your favourite race of the year. You're like a little kid on Christmas. We posted on the 100K, Winter's 4th and final Cox Plate. It actually gave me goosebumps watching that 4th race. The way the Valley started roaring when it came around the turn, the turn of foot, it was beautiful. So your favourite race, who you got in the Cox Plate?
Cox Plate this year, I'll tell you what, I was talking last week about how open the Caulfield Cup was. This race is just as open. There are a stack of chances. I think when I did the race, I only found 2 horses that genuinely were no chance. When I say no chance, I mean, the slightest of chances in the race. Yeah. Apart from that, the rest of them can win. It's that sort of a race this year, which is good. It's what you want for the sport. For me, I'm with Mr. Brightside. I think he's going to bounce back from his quotation marks flop last start. If you watch that race, he just never looks comfortable. And Craig Williams actually got off and said that he just wasn't comfortable in the run today, which is unlike him. My guess was the ground was just a little bit too firm for him. The ground at Moonee Valley never gets too firm, so there will be a little bit of sting out of the track for this horse. He maps so well from gate 2. He's going to position himself with every possible in run. And I think it's his year this year, Mr. Brightside. I think he's on top for me. I've got no real knocks on Romantic Warrior, who's the favourite. I just can't get it as short in my market as it is currently. What I will say, if you are planning on having a bet tomorrow, you need to, anything that you want to back that's not Romantic Warrior, you need to back it on the top tote, not fixed odds, because the world tote pool will pile into Romantic Warrior because it's a Hong Kong horse. They will unload on this horse and it will start about $2.50. Every other horse in the race naturally has to drift. So we saw it last time with Gold Trip in the Turnbull Stakes when Romantic Warrior started there as favourite. Gold Trip tote price was $30. Fixed, it was about $16.
Wow.
So they double the price purely because of that world tote pool. So this will be the same tomorrow. So my advice, if you're going to have a bet in the Cox Plate, back the runner that you want to back as a top tote. Unless it's Romantic Warrior, then I'd be taking the fixed price.
So, I was hearing on the radio this week. So Romantic Warrior is a Hong Kong sensation, is it? They absolutely love it. It's their best horse?
It'd be in their top sort of 3 horses, yeah.
So, but you've got Mr. Brightside. You were just telling me off air, why is the Cox Plate the best race of the spring?
So it's our own. It's basically our only major feature race that's weight for age, which means that the horses go into the race without being handicapped. So they're assigned a weight based on their age as the horse, rather than being handicapped. So, for example, last week in the Caulfield Cup, horses were assigned a weight based on their rating. Which is why Gold Trip carried the highest weight in the race, is because he is what the handicappers determines the best horse in the race. And in a weight for age race, there's a reason that Winx won 4 in a row, is because she was the best horse in the world basically for 4 years.
Yeah.
Whereas if she raced in a handicap, she'd have to lob 66 kilos.
Yeah.
Whereas if she's in a weight for age race, she doesn't. Same as the Melbourne Cup, which is a handicap race as well, which is why Gold Trip this year will carry the heaviest weight, because he is what the handicappers determines the best horse in that race.
And that's right. So I'm looking at the whole field here. So Romantic Warrior, they love it. Zaki is a superstar. Well, it might be a past superstar. What race has Zaki won before?
Zaki's won the Champions. I don't know what it's called, the Champions 2,000 metre race. It used to be called the McKinnon, which is a Group 1 when Jamie Carr was aboard. Zaki's won the All-Star Mile. He's won Group 1s. He's a superstar.
So then there's Mr. Brightside, the superstar. Alligator Blood, which is a superstar. Gold Trip, which won the Melbourne Cup. Don't know much about My Oberon or...
Yeah, it's one of the ones that can't win, so don't worry about that.
Pinstriped as well, can't win.
Yeah, no, correct.
Fangirl's a good horse.
Yep.
We've only been doing this pod for 3 weeks, but Dewey-Ass was one of your horses.
Yep, good horse.
Victoria Road, what's Victoria Road?
From Europe. I don't really know much about it. I've tried to sort of do as much digging as I can. I sort of don't know what to do with it, to be honest, in my market. I think I've marked it around about sort of $15, which tells me could run last, could win. Which is what that sort of price says.
Then there's Militarized, which you had as one of your best bets a couple of weeks ago as well.
Yeah, and could be a superstar. We just don't know. So untapped, and it's with the weight thing, you can see that Militarized and King Colorado, they carry 49.5 kilos.
49.5 kilos. So are they 2-year-olds or something?
3-year-olds, yeah.
3-year-olds.
So they're 3-year-olds, and that's why they're carrying 49.5 kilos, because they're only 3, which usually puts a few tactics into the jockey's mind when they're only carrying the 49.5. Usually they like to sit on the speed and try and make them hard to catch.
Yeah, right. So they go for it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm excited now. You got me excited. It's the best race of the year. So Mr. Brightside, $7.50, $2.50 to place. That seems golden to me, George. So I'm excited about that. Where will you be watching the Cox Plate tomorrow?
Hopefully at some sort of establishment that serves lager would be my preferred location.
Perfect, mate. Perfect. All right, here we go. Your best exotic.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting one this year because in the major sprint race at Moonee Valley, which is escaped my mind for now. What's the name of the race again? Which will be race 8, I believe, at Moonee Valley.
Manikato Stakes.
The Manikato Stakes. That's the one. The Manikato Imperatrice is a ridiculously short prize. When I say ridiculous, it's probably justified because she should just go and basically win. I'm not one to go and take $1.40 and I won't be, but I think it's a good race to have a few exotics with standing her out to win. And the one that I've sort of come up with is a standout first four. So you stand her out to win, and then you chuck in the numbers 1, 2, 3 in behind her to come second, third, and fourth. It's only a small field this year, so I'm only going to put in the 3 horses to come second, third, and fourth because it's not going to pay a squillion. But I think the value's in the Inferno, which I think is number 1. I think it can run into a place or run fourth for us to boost up that price a little bit.
Yeah, that's 34 to win, 8 to play. So there's your value, as you said. I love this. So it's $1.35 this favourite in the race. We have that standout 1, 2, and 3 in any order. That's exciting.
Yep.
That'll be a good one to follow. Warm you up for the Cox Plate. All right, we got the multi. What's our best multi of the day?
Oh, this will probably pay a bit, and we're sort of going just off our best sort of bets, and another one chucked in there as well. We're going Capo Strata to place. It's going to be $3. So we're going to have it to place
again. Yep.
We're going to have Sequestered to win.
Which race? That's Randwick race.
Race 4 at Randwick.
Race 4 at Randwick. Sequestered to win.
Yep. We're going to have Wishlaw Lass at race 3 Moonee Valley to win.
Race 3 Moonee Valley. Yep. I'm going there. I'm going to put it on as we're talking.
Yeah, I don't know. The price would be possibly stupid. Saltaire race 4 Moonee Valley to place.
Saltaire race 4 Moonee Valley to place. 280.
And the last one is race 7 Moonee Valley Apulia to place.
Race 7. Number 4 Apulia, $1.75 to place. Mark Zara on board.
Yeah, that's the one. That'll come to a stupid price.
5 legs, $99.37. 100 to 1. You've given us one, Josh.
Okay.
This is what they want. This is what the people want. I'm gonna have 10 on it. I had a win in the NBA today. Having a 10 on it. You've got me excited to win $1,000. Jeez, that will get me up a bit. And then George, while we were talking, I was putting some in. So your best of the day, Wishlaw Lass at Moonee. Your best of the day at Randwick. Sequestered to win. Into Mr. Brightside to win. Gives you 50 to 1.
Gee, that's not bad, actually. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to have 50 to 1 Mr. Brightside going into what Cox Plate? Yeah.
That's the way I see it. If we're so bullish on these for early horses, it's basically backing Mr. Brightside 50 to 1. And that
I don't mind that.
About. So
I don't mind that at all.
That's a good one. All right, you're still alive in the road to 20K. Are you nervous yet? So have you been putting it on?
Yeah, I have.
So you're having 202 on this?
Yes. I think, it's about that, a little bit more. So I'm assuming I've just got to go for something around $2. Is that right again?
So what stage are we up to? Yeah, let me quickly...
Round 3 or whatever it is.
Yeah, let me just quickly double check. But you make a start while I quickly double check.
All right. We are having a place multi again.
Yeah.
We have 3 horses to place.
$1.80. It only needs to be $1.80.
Oh, all right. Well,
$202 at $1.80.
All right. Well, can you put this into your sports bet calculator and see what this comes up as? We've got Sequestered to place.
Yep.
You saw the party earlier when you nailed that.
That's Randwick race 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've lost it. Sorry, I keep losing it. You give me so much. Randwick race 4. Where am I? Hang on. Give me a sec.
You're on.
Randwick race 4. Sequestered to place. $1.40.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yep. And then stay on Randwick because you're going to go to Arctic Glamour, which is one of our better bets a couple of weeks ago that got home for us. She's running tomorrow at Randwick. I'll get up the race number. I've got a feeling I know where it is. Here it is, race 9 at Randwick, Arctic Glamour to place, number 11.
Arctic Glamour, $1.24 to place, $1.95 to win. So that's $1.73.
Okay, well then chuck in Wishlaw Lass to place.
If you've got an odds boost, I assume you...
Yeah, that's true actually.
I don't have an odds boost, so you'll get the $1.80 if you odds boost that. Or we go Wishlaw Lass, which is Moonee race 2, isn't it? Race 4.
4, yeah.
Race 4.
Oh, race 3.
Race 3, I'll get there.
Race 3, yeah.
I'll get confused. I'm looking at Moonee today. killing myself. Mooney, race 3, $1.35.
Yeah, chuck it in. Chuck it in.
I think it's all the way to $2.34. So you can probably take Arctic Glamour out and just have Sequestered and Wishlaw Lass.
Yeah, do that. Definitely do that. Yeah, because
That's
Arctic Glamour's got
$4.89,
gate 1. Yeah, definitely just do that.
So if you've got the odds boost,
Yeah.
do you take Arctic Glamour or do you just stick to Sequestered and Wishlaw Lass to place?
Nah, I'm putting it in now. I reckon we're just going to stick to Sequestered and Wishlaw Lass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So having,
What price does that give us? Here we go. I've got one up here. $1.90, $1.89. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
so you've got to, all you're going to do is turn that into 364. So 202, probably even less, even like 197 you got to have on that to keep the road to 20k alive, Jules.
All right. So here we go. That's the Wishlaw Lass to place and the Sequestered to place. That's what we're doing.
This has been a good pod. If you're still alive, so next week, level 4 is 364 at $1.90 into 692, and then you cash out 250 in your pocket. If you get to level 4, I will be pumped for you, mate. So you're doing well. This has been great.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you because tomorrow is your Christmas.
It is.
And also, we're not going to give the code, but you've given a code to the 100k Discord members to make your services cheaper for the rest of the spring. And it's a fucking good price. It's going to be on our Discord. If you want it, you got to jump in our Discord. It's the link's in the 100k bio for a nice, cheap end of spring Jaws bet code. You're on fire. It's your grand final tomorrow. I'm excited. We've got, I've already got Mr. Brightside at 50 to 1 running tomorrow, so I'm pumped, Georgie. So let's go. Thank you for your time, mate. This is exciting.
Easy, mate. Good to be on.
Cheers, brother.